Hello, my darlings. I hope you're all really well. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a little while, just had a lot going on. But yeah, I'm super excited to be posting another video for you guys, and I'm going to be touching on Magic the Gathering again because a lot of people showed interest in that, so I want you guys to listen and watch things that you enjoy. So shall we look at something I purchased recently? So I was out at the shops the other day and I saw a little Magic the Gathering bundle, and I thought, why not? I really liked the look of it. I loved the artwork, and it looked like a really cool one with some hopefully really pretty cards. You can probably see I haven't looked yet. So yeah, I thought maybe we could open this together, see what kind of cards they have. So this one is the Wilds of Eldraine. Eldraine. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone will correct me with that one. But if you look at the picture, it's pretty epic. So yeah, I'm really into anything, as you can probably tell by my channel, anything like fantasy related, like Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that. So if I see something with like fairies, fantasy, yeah, 100% going for that. So this one I thought would be cool because it comes with lots of bits and bobs. So you get like the card box. I mean, I actually can't wait to look at some of the cards. They are looking very, very beautiful. You get the counter for your life. As you guys know from my previous video, Magic the Gathering is something that I've touched, like I've dabbled in, and I've always really enjoyed it, even though I haven't got around to playing it that much. So yeah, I think the more I do these videos, the more I'll get into it. And I had actually a game in person with a friend recently. We sat down for like hours playing, and it was really cool. So there is definitely something to be said for playing it in person rather than playing it on Magic Arena. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get a lot more playtime in, but like I said, life's been pretty damn busy, so I don't know. I feel like opening this pack will give me something fun to work with and probably inspire me to take a little bit more time out of everything else that's going on to play Magic. Yeah, as you can see, they've got some beautiful artwork all over the front with the usual wizard's symbol. I think I'll have to use some scissors on that. I don't think I want to ruin my nails by picking it off. A tale only you can tell. Venture into the wilds of Eldraine and free the kingdom from a curse of endless slumber. Cast powerful enchantments from Magic history with an Enchanted Tales card in every pack. That's pretty cool. By using a variety of role tokens, you can even change up the game and write your own story. Will you be a young hero or wicked? Royal or cursed? In the wilds, destiny is a dream come true. Okay, so we've got 20 traditional foil and 20 regular basic lands. 8 12 card piles of Eldraine set boosters, reference cards, the box, traditional foil Lich Knight's Conquest. Not sure what that is. I'm sure some of you guys might know. Feel free to comment and teach me and my ignorant self more about it. Like I said, I'm casual with it. I've played a lot of Magic Arena and I haven't had the chance to play that much in person. I think mainly because it's hard to find people that are also interested and probably have the patience to sit down with someone like me who's maybe a bit, a bit more new to it than they'd like. So let's open this one up and hope I don't chop my finger off. It's probably not the easiest thing to open. There's a little bit of rattling in here. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. It actually looks amazing. Wow, this box looks amazing. Can you see that there? Oh my goodness. Come on guys, that is incredibly beautiful. Look at that. I'm actually super excited that I bought this now. It's even prettier than I thought it would be. Let's take the lid off, put that over here. Okay, so it's quite a small amount of stuff. I wasn't sure, it's the first pack I've bought. I've bought like individual decks before. I've not bought a package like this. To be fair though, it's quite exciting even though there's not a huge amount in there. So, as you can see, the little packs and the little deck and the token counter. It's amazing. Let me see. Yeah, that's very cool. So this is for, I'm sure you all know, but when you start a game, you obviously have 20 life. So this is a good way of keeping track as you lose or gain your life back, which is quite cool. It's really pretty with the nice colours. Looks almost, yeah, it's very shiny. Yeah, it's got like a hint of glitter or shimmer. I don't know if you can pick that up or not. Maybe. But it's looking pretty nice. Okay. So, I guess these are the cards that help new players understand what's going on. So you have a little section here on how to cast spells. So it's just quickly explaining that spells cost mana, which is the land and stuff like that you put on the battlefield. Yeah, what kinds of mana you need for each spell. These symbols mean you need 1 mana. Yeah, so it's just explaining how mana works, which I have explained in one of the other videos in my own way. In my own very casual way. And the attacking and blocking process, which I'm sure a lot of you already know about. Let's see how I obviously know my own way, but I would like to know how they explain it. You must tap your creature to attack. You can attack players or planeswalkers, but not other creatures. Yeah, so essentially you'll have your battlefield with cards, creature cards on them, and if you're, for example, fighting me, and I've got creatures, you can't choose to attack one of my creatures specifically. You can only attack me or my planeswalker. It's probably a very crude way of explaining it, but essentially I would then choose to block, so the blockers would take the damage, and that would kind of be my choice. If I can block, if I'm not tapped, or if my creature has, flying or reach or whatever it is they might need to be able to block. Oh wait, it explains blocking. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself there. So on the card here, you can choose whether or not to block. Only untapped creatures can block. You don't have to tap creatures to block with them. Yeah, that's true. They won't become tapped if you block. There you go. So it's a nice little explanation, which is probably a little bit better than mine. But there you go. And what's this one? Okay. Just explaining how combat works. So you untap your cards, you draw a card, you play lands if you have lands, only one. You cast your spells with your creatures that are on the table. Not the table, on the field. Combat, you declare who you're attacking with. Then the opponent declares who they're blocking with, and then all the damage is dealt. Yeah, and it kind of begins again. Play a land again, cast creature spells, heal, end of the turn. This is quite it's quite well, yeah, I mean the cards tell you what's happening, and it's, the more you play it, the easier it gets. I must admit, when I play it in person, I find it a lot harder than Magic Arena, because on Magic Arena a lot of the stuff kind of happens, if that makes sense. So you're not having to like remember all the rules, it won't let you do certain things. But yeah, really easy. Oh, the different kinds of Magic the Gathering. So my understanding is that Commander's really fun. I haven't played Commander yet. I don't think I even have enough cards to build a good Commander deck. And I know the cards can be a little bit pricey. This box wasn't too bad, but it's definitely worth it. It's so cute. But yeah, it wasn't too expensive, but I know some cards can be quite expensive, so you do have to bear that in mind. I'm certainly not spending $1 million on a card like someone did recently. These cards are already looking really, really, really cool. So, okay, let's open this one. I'll move this a little bit away from the mic because I think it might be a little bit loud. Excuse my squeaky chair. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. Wow, they're all the black deck. I need to look into explaining exactly what all the colours mean. I know it can be fairly complex. But yeah, these cards are stunning. I'm very excited to show you guys these cards. It's the first time I've seen them with you, so we're looking through together, which is fun. So I don't know if any of you used to play Pokemon when you were younger. I collected all the Pokemon cards when I was younger, and when you got a shiny it was like incredibly fun. So still to this day, if I get a shiny card, I'm so excited. So this is a sorcery, and it's called Lich Knight's Conquest, and it's a shiny, and it's a skull face one. Let me check you guys can see that. Okay, let me see. How amazing is that? I'm looking at it at the same time as you. Wow. So it's like a skull with like shards of, I'm assuming, ice going through its face or like shattering around it. So this is a sorcery card. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, right, okay, so interesting. So that's pretty good if you have an enchantment on the battlefield, and this is what I believe it means. And you have recently lost one of your creatures that's really important to you and to win in the game. You can use this and you can get a whole bunch back, which is pretty amazing. I've had certain games where I've managed to like wipe the I've been losing badly and I've managed to wipe the whole battlefield clear of cards and killed, my opponent, because I'm losing anyway and I've got nothing left. I've completely wiped their cards out, which has been very fun, a little bit rude. But yeah, it's always fun when you get to be a little bit cheeky. That's the one. God, it's gorgeous. I'm so excited. Okay. I wonder what kind of deck I can make with this. That could be quite a fun video if together we make a deck. Actually, if anyone's watching this and you have ideas, then drop a comment and I can try and make a deck together. I can always let people know what kind of cards I already have as well. Maybe I get to make my first commander deck. Okay, so some basic lands, but these look quite cool. Again, the shiny. very, very pretty. Even there. So it kind of looks like a glades or a woods, and it's white. Oh, so can you make, I don't know if anyone knows, but it's like a white blackjack a thing, or are they, I'm assuming it is if these have come with both white and black in them. Oh, it's like good and evil. Although I don't actually think the black represents evil. I'll have to go into that. Maybe that can be something for us to go through together. The next one is the same. Just another shiny. Sorry. Another shiny land card. As we touched on earlier, this would be our mana for casting whatever spells we want to cast. Creatures are spells, essentially. Another land. Oh, I see. They have all sorts of colours. So this land is, yeah, this one's a little bit different. They're shiny again. So I quite like that. You can see the artwork's slightly different here. I believe they should write down who does the artwork for each card. Gosh, it's the most fun thing about Magic the Gathering, though. Other than, is it Doomscar, the card that wipes the deck clean? Another one, another shiny. Okay, so we have, I'm sorry, we're going through all the lands. I will shuffle these up in a minute, I promise. Or maybe not. It might be nice for us to go in order. We have an island land rather than a plains next, and this one is gorgeous. It looks like like a waterfall in a glade leading into a beautiful river and lots of rocks, if you can see that. We have another of the same. Oh, this one's a little bit different. We have another island. I can't quite see. It's a shiny again. I can't quite see what this one is. Probably need to turn the lights up in here. Looks almost like an egg in the middle of something with like light coming down. Maybe I'm being a little bit silly, but can you guys tell what that is? I can't quite tell. It looks like it could be an egg. Now we have some swamplands for the evil people. That's quite cool, isn't it? Wow, that's actually very beautiful. If swamps look like that, I'm definitely interested in visiting a swamp. It's gorgeous. Basic land swamp with beautiful shininess, which is cool. Another swamp. Yeah, the swamps seem to be quite dark. With like little highlights, like little bits that glow on the card, which I find quite beautiful. if you can see that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right, I get it. Let me read this again. Okay. Okay, so the shinies are, I think they call them traditional foil, and then 20 basic lands. So I'm assuming, wow, okay, so I get 20 shinies and 20 of the normal lands. So I guess once we've done looking at the shiny ones, we can move on to the boosters. Okay. So we just looked at some of the swamps. Let's look at the mountains. Oh my gosh. So this is the red cards. And they're quite cool. Beautiful mountains. Very cool, very cool. Another of the same. This looks almost like some sort of lava, if you can see. I don't know if you can see it shine. Hopefully. That's quite cool. I like that. So we have our plains, our swamps, our islands, mountain lands. Now we have some forest. Still on the shinies. Oh wow. This is gorgeous. It's like it has some lights in the background. It's very cool. And this is just, the forest is a forest. So we've got all our manners now. The green, the white, the red, the blue, the black. And then we just have all of these repeated in, you know, normal, non-shiny. One thing I need to practice is my shuffling skills. So that's it. These are the basic lands. And then we have the shiny lands. The foiled lands, should I say. You're allowed to tell me off for using the wrong terminology. Bloody Magic the Gathering noob, I am. But these are the ones we just went through together. The shiny ones. They're very nice. Have to sort through them at some point. That was fun. I enjoyed looking at those. And obviously my new sorcery. Okay. Shall we open some more of these and see what we find? in the little 12 card booster packs. Here we are. Eldraine set booster. Probably see that. Hopefully it's not too loud. I want this all to be very calm and relaxing. Okay. Instead of ripping this, I'll rip the first one and see how loud it is, and we can go from there. It doesn't sound too loud. Let's have a look. Oh, cool. Hey, what's that? Ah, wow. Okay, so this is just a little card that says Art Series, Worlds of Eldraine Art Series. And then it has a very cool picture. It looks like knights going to war. And yeah, I guess Eldraine on the throne. That's very cool. I like that. So that's fun. Now, people may have more of an understanding of what cards are going to be valuable and what cards are not. So it'll be interesting to get some feedback. Some of these, I've not seen cards that look like this before, to be honest. But then again, I haven't bought cards in a number of years now, so we have a basic land, forest land card. That's that. Ooh. Okay, here we have Rowan's Grim Surge, an instant. So you can just instantly cast this, like to counter something someone does, or yeah, if you have the mana, if you have the land. So this instant, you may sacrifice any artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast this spell. Bargain. If this spell is bargained, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back on top of your library in any order, and the rest into your graveyard. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Interesting. That's really cool. It's like a person on a horse going into the enchanted forest. That's really nice. Really pretty. I really like that one. I don't know off the top of my head how good this spell is. So if this spell, look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them back on top of your library. I guess it depends how good the cards are in the library that you look at, but it's always handy to be able to throw away cards you don't want, and keep the ones that you do want, obviously. Okay, what's the next card we can look at? Candy Grapple. Oh my goodness. So it looks like a guy getting bitten by a candy apple, I think. Let's see. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of bargaining with these people. So you can sacrifice an artifact or enchantment or token as you cast the spell to bargain. Target creature gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. If the spell is bargained, that target creature gets -5/-5. Oh, so you can really screw up someone's game by making their creature incredibly weak. It's kind of cool, and I find the picture quite funny. Don't you mean poisonous? There's no such thing as venomous. Arr. People do tend to get those two things quite confused. Oh, I've got another shiny in here. I guess I get a shiny of everyone, don't I? I don't know if you guys know, but do you get a shiny with every booster? I'm actually super excited I have one. Look at that in a moment. Spreading Seas, a nice enchantment. Enchant Land. When Spreading the Seas enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted Land is an island. That looks quite cool. It's like a city overlooking the sea, which is cool. It's very cool. What else do we have? Maybe I can do one booster deck. Booster pack now, and a couple more in another video. Let's see. Greta Sweet Tooth Scourge. Looks quite cool. She looks like she's being attacked by Candy. Sweet Tooth. That would make sense. These are very strange cards, honestly. Legendary creature. Human warrior. When Greta Sweet Tooth Scourge enters the battlefield, create a food token. It's an artifact with 2 sacrifices out. You can gain 3 life. Okay. So with the food tokens you can gain life, and with this you can make lots of food tokens. Very cheeky. I'm sure that would be very annoying in a battle. Let's have oh, okay, Gingerbread Hunter. This is all about food, which is one of my favorite things, so I'm not hating it. This green dude. Creature giant. When Gingerbread Hunter enters the battlefield, create a food token. Another greedy man. Oh no, guys. This one's called Tough Cookie, and it's what looks like a very angry gingerbread man. I genuinely did not expect this from the booster pack. I really thought it'd be like fairies and stuff like that, not angry gingerbread man. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so it says, when Tough Cookie enters the battlefield, create a food token. You know, you can gain life from the food tokens. Oh, I can also use this to buff a 4/4 after. Yeah. A non-creature artifact you control can be buffed by 4/4 until the end of the turn. That's quite cool. I'm still finding the artwork pretty funny on this one. I did not by any means expect that. I will definitely be doing this in a 2-part video. If if you'd like me to show you the rest of the boosters, let me know and I can go over them again. Brave the Wild, sorcery. Bargain, so you can bargain sacrificing an artifact to make this a bit better. So if this spell was bargained, target land you control becomes 3/3 elemental creature. Wow. So you can target your land and turn it into a creature with haste. That's still a land. Oh, so it still counts as a land. So I'm assuming that means the land still adds to your mana, so you can still use it as mana. You can then obviously attack with it because it's got haste. So I believe haste is when, correct me if I'm wrong, haste is when you join the battlefield, you can fight straight away rather than waiting around tapped. Or not tapped with the sickness. Oh goodness. Okay. Feral encounter. There's a lot of sorceries on this one. Here we are. It looks like Little Red Riding Hood and a big bad wolf. I guess this is all about fairy tales, isn't it? So look at the top 5 decks, 5 cards of your library. You may exile a creature card from among them. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exiled card this turn. At the beginning of the next combat phase this turn, target creature you control deals damage equal to the power it's up to 1 target creature you don't control. Take what you will from that and my terrible reading of the card. That's pretty cool looking. I'll have to read that again when I'm not on camera because I got camera shy and read that quite badly. Ooh, this is a strange looking card. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure why. I'm sure there's a reason. A lot of these questions I will try to get answers for the follow-up video. But you see here this card has like a border all the way around. And then a few of them that I've picked up do not have. You see, like the artwork goes all the way to the edge of the card. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Polluted Bonds. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Oh, goodness. Okay. Interesting, so they'll lose life when they play a land. That's pretty handy. 'Twas the cruelest of ironies, the realm in desperate need of rest, gripped by endless sleep that offered no comfort. The Wicked Slumber. Okay, we have 2 cards left from the little booster pack, and then I will call it a night and head to bed. Let's see. Oh, another giant. Okay, there's a lot of giants in this deck. Creature giant. You can bargain. Sacrificing an artifact. So this spell costs 2 less to cast if it's bargained. It has trample, when Hamlet Glutton enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and he's a 6/6. I don't think I've even touched on the power and toughness of the cards. I do apologise. Yes, like the Gingerbread Hunter, he's a 5/5. So it means he's got 5 power and 5 toughness, which is like health. Power is obviously damage and ability. This guy's a bit of a chunky guy. He's a 6/6. Yeah, very cool. And then, last but not least, I got another shiny. So this is cool. Plunge into winter. Ooh, an instant. Let's see. Tap up to 1 target creature. Scry 1, then draw a card. Scry. I think that means you'll put in one of the cards to the bottom of the deck. I'm pretty sure. Then draw a card. When Hilda froze Loch Lomond to create her palace, some merfolk dove deep enough underwater to escape the chill. Others weren't so lucky. So you have a poor frozen person in this lake. This is it for today. I actually had a lot of fun looking at all the cards, even though I probably need to look up some of the stuff off the air. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you found it somewhat fun as well, and hopefully relaxing. And if you would like me to open the other boosters, I can do that. I thought it would be a little bit fun for me to have a look at these in my own time, maybe answer some of my own questions, or see if you guys have answers for some of them, and then we can open the rest together, and it might all fit together quite nicely. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you sleep really well, and I also hope I see you again soon. Thank you again for hanging out with me.